I think this game is really going to stick with me. I've played a number of 2D or 3D puzzle platformers recently. I'm doing videos on each of them because they're short and I can complete them. But of all the ones I've played, and Limbo and Inside are included in this, and they are two of the best, but Journey is going to stick with me more than any of them so far. I don't know if I've got the story right. I actually have a pretty good idea that I'm reading more into this game than there actually is. But for me, I think this is about death. I think that when the game opens, you have just died and you have no memory of who you are, where you've come from, or where you are now. And you're just going to journey, and you're going to start off in a desert, and you're going to journey through, and you're going to solve a few puzzles, or you're going to have to do certain things, you're going to have to escape, something like that. But as you move towards the end of the game, it just starts to feel like, am I coming to terms with the fact that I am dead? And maybe at the end of the game is when you actually come to terms with it, and you can now move on. I don't know if this is correct. The Steam page says, explore the ancient mysterious world of Journey as you soar above ruins and glide across sands to discover its secrets. There is no suggestion in it that it has anything to do with death. But there's something to be said, or there's something about a game where you've got no direction. There's no text in this. I don't think you read anything. And there's no dialogue at all. And there's no real explanation to controls, and there's no explanation as to why you're there or what you're doing. It's just supposed to be a journey. But it just feels like there is more to it. And I think that it is about, maybe you're in, is it Limbo? It's not Purgatory. Is it Limbo? Is that in between? Is that the in-between place? I don't know, because the game Limbo doesn't feel like that at all. It doesn't feel like you're actually in Limbo. Maybe it does. I don't know. But there's something spiritual about this. The soundtrack is amazing. It's a really lovely journey, is the way to describe this. It really is quite special. It's going to stick with me. I sat there at the end of it. I just watched a really good, profound film, and I wasn't ready to speak to my girlfriend. I wasn't ready to reflect on it yet, or to say how I felt. Maybe I was a little bit emotional from it. It wasn't like I was going to cry or anything, but there's something special about this game. And I know that it's been around, I think it's been around for 15 years, is it? Oh, no, it's only 5 years old. 2020 it came out. So it's not that old, but you can, maybe it came out on PlayStation before. I think it might be older than that it was out on PlayStation originally, and that this is a PC version. But it works on Steam Deck, it works on PC, it works well with a controller, it works well on a big screen TV, sat on a sofa at night, just playing through it. You could play through it in one session if you wanted. I probably did 20 or 30 minutes here or there, switched platforms from PC over to Steam Deck and back again. But I really enjoyed it. I think I tried this before and I wasn't in the mood. I was still in ARPG mode. Maybe this is a couple of years ago. So I don't want to just be walking through a desert. That sounds stupid. It's like Death Stranding and an indie game. But I needed a break, and Limbo and Inside have really given me that, and they've made me want to just, I don't know, do something different for a bit. Play movies instead of box sets, if that makes sense. And this is a real movie. This is like it's not a classic. It's like a cult movie that people have told you should probably watch. And I think the end of this game, or the feeling that I've got, so tell me if I'm talking rubbish, tell me if you disagree with me, tell me if it absolutely has nothing to do with death at all. But that's how it made me feel, and that's what I've taken away from it. So that's how I'm reflecting on it. That's what I think, and I think it was teaching me to come to terms with it. Now, I did a scripted review of it, which I posted a few days ago, and it's interesting to get ChatGPT to help me write things because it's going to find out information that I didn't know. And I wondered when I was playing it, when I met, it's like you meet a double, you meet another version of yourself. And I just wondered because they seem a bit random and they don't seem to do anything. And you press a button and you strike a note, and then maybe they reply with a note. Maybe it's the same note. Am I supposed to be playing a note to them? I didn't really know what they were, but ChatGPT is telling me that is actually somebody somewhere else in the world playing it. Now, there's only 64 people online at the moment right now, and that's the 24-hour peak. But there are nearly 76,000 people that follow this game. The all-time peak of online is 3,300, but there's 76,000 people following it. Annapurna put it out. I'm familiar with Annapurna names. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I can picture it as you load up the game. And that gaming company that brought this out, I think they did some flower game, which I haven't tried. Maybe they have another game coming out or something like that. But this is a special game. This is a game that I think people should play, and it's only going to take you a couple of hours to get through. And if you watch this and you play it because of this, then please do come back and tell me whether or not you agree with me. But a game that maybe with being dead, with death, the soul, and then moving on. And what it's like you meet another soul along the journey when you meet another player. And you can't really communicate except for playing these notes. And that's weird, but it kind of works, and it's kind of fun. But there's something about it. It's a very unusual game, and it's not the sort of game I'd normally play, or it wasn't what I was playing. I'm really glad I played it. And of the four, of Omno, Juggler's Tale, Creepy Tale, and Journey, which are the four that I was playing sort of simultaneously, they're all 2-hour games. Journey is the best so far, and overall, although maybe it's not as good as Inside or Limbo, I don't know, it's tough. They're really good games, really highly rated. This game's got 92% Steam DB rating. Decent, very positive, 11,000 reviews giving it very positive. Limbo has got, what's that going to have? That's got a 90%. So Journey beats Limbo. That's impressive. And Inside gets 95. So it sits somewhere between Limbo and Inside. And I would agree with that Inside is definitely better than Limbo, which is impressive because it's effectively a sequel, and often the sequels don't improve upon the original. But Journey is a special game, and I would really recommend it. And if you haven't played it, then I would definitely recommend finding time for it. Wait for a sale, pick it up cheap, give it a couple of hours, get to the end, see what you think. Maybe I have read way too much into it, and all it is a little walk through a desert. I think it's much more than that, and I certainly took more from it than that. But I don't know. You let me know. And if you have played it, but it was a while ago, then perhaps you want to give it a go again. I was really impressed. It's a lot of fun, and I think it's going to stick with me maybe more than anything. Although, as I say that, the end of Inside is very strange. That was a weird ending. I didn't expect that. But it really stuck with me. Let me know what you think. I'm BIFTEEZ. See you all next time.